Welcome to the battle, Tavarishi. And it's my favorite kind of battle, the one where I get to attack like a crazy person and hope for the best. Guys, this is early war 1942, and we have finally gotten the okay from the big man upstairs with the mustache to go ahead and move forward with a major attack against these Germans, a counterattack, if you will. Now, there's two locations we have to take. There's a church over here, or actually, there's a town over here, and there's a church up here. You'll have to trust me on this. I try to keep the victory locations off most battles so that these battles are a little more realistic in the way they appear. Of course, we still have the unit cards down below, but pretty much I need to decide how I want to approach this situation, and I think I have a pretty good idea. It's going to be a major push. Now, we are going to have the tanks moving forward. We've got two separate groups of tanks, and of course, I want them to be supported by infantry. So just to make sure I don't get ahead of myself, I'm actually going to order the infantry forward first, let them move a little bit into position, and then move forward with the tanks. We've got a hell of a lineup here. These guys, I'll have them move right up the city streets, but of course, it's not a great idea to move up city streets, or in this case, village streets, with tanks. So again, major Soviet push here is what we're going to need. And the best way to do that is to go ahead and make it happen. I think what I will also do is actually take this group, since we have some mortars and or machine guns, and put them right out here on the very edge, sort of spread them out a bit, so that in case we encounter some enemies, we'll get some sort of, suppressive fire on them initially, I think. So, yeah, only one way to do this properly is to go ahead and just do it. So we're going to grab this big chunk here. Actually, we'll grab the, there's machine guns there, beautiful. We'll grab this chunk here, and we're going to go ahead and push forward, guys, into the first location. We're ordering a general attack, courtesy of General Zhukov. He's given the okay for this one. And we're also going to order a general attack up the middle here, but just with some of the infantry. I'm going to keep the tanks back. I might take, like, one tank forward, but I'm really just going to probe the area. And, of course, we'll also take some spotters here with us. I'm going to have them fast move, and I am going to take just one tank. Come on, guys. You gotta let me have my one tank. You know I want to just go ahead and do a massive attack all out, but I'm going to try to control myself so that we actually get a nice result in this battle. So, wish us luck. Let's get a nice look here at the advance. And as always in these sort of battles, I will return when we actually make contact with the enemy. I hope you boys are getting ready to return fire in case we need it. In fact, I'm even thinking maybe we take this front line as well and push them forward too. Maybe just one of the infantry units. I'm going to have them go over here and just check the area out. Do the same with this infantry unit. I'm going to have him go ahead and scout the area. See where those tanks are. Tanks are making their way up a little faster than I expected. But I'm going to let them move forward. Wish us luck, friends. I'll see you in a few moments. Well, it looks like things happened a bit sooner than we anticipated, folks. We have come across immediately a group of Germans right there. Our men have responded, returned fire, and wiped out the entire group here. I think one of them is running off into the bush here, but they are definitely up and about and around the place. And I actually see some smoke that they fired, potentially to let their friends know that we have arrived. I'm not sure, but we're also advancing with our tanks, and so far, we also have some contact over here on the right side, namely from enemy guns, anti-tank guns, and a few enemy trenches here. So we are advancing on trenches, never a good thing, but I think the real point here is to try and take out those enemy guns, although, unfortunately, guys like Suhin are going to have to focus, of course, on the infantry. So I'm going to go ahead and start targeting the gun. I really want these tanks specifically shooting at that thing, because they need to kill it before it kills them. Pretty straightforward here. Let's get back to the main fighting over here at town. I mean, it's all over the place. There are Germans in the field here. I didn't expect there to be so many of them actually in the field area. We might have to divert our attack a little more to the right, even potentially take some of our tanks and move them over there to the right, like Shteshkov. So I'm going to push him here. And I'm also going to take Sobiga push them over here as well. We're sending 2 of our tanks over here to the main field. Just with all of the enemies there. Look at that, guys. Germans are well dug in this area, of course. Doesn't make our job any easier. In fact, it makes it a lot more difficult. With the guns, alright, we're getting some hits on the gun. That's what we want. More hits on the gun, damn it. On any gun. Oh boy. That one is targeting him. Ordering him to fire at the gun, but he's sort of doing his own thing right now. I hope that T-34 is strong enough to hold up to quite a lot of fire. There we go. He is targeting it. But of course, he's well dug in, and the enemy's got mortars here. They're firing mortars at our men. This is crazy, folks. Our infantry over here, we can actually see all the flashes from our machine guns. We're hitting the Germans here. Probably a good idea to knock out any of their troops in this area, but really need to focus, obviously, on the trenches. Obliterates. Beat back the invaders. We'll do anything we need to. And there we go. I think our tanker has arrived. He should be able to help a lot. Oh, but they have targeted him. He is still okay, incredibly. Those T-34s, man. We're going to try to turn him here. It's, of course, an enemy gun. Gonna have to focus on that for now. There we go. That is a direct hit on that gun. Not sure if we got a kill on them. He does some pretty decent frontal armor plating. It looks like over here, I have seen some of the enemy guns silenced, and our tank continues to move. The T-34. She's a beast. Still an enemy gun on that side, but of course it looks like he is going appropriately for this one right here, searching for the enemy. He sees him, but unfortunately the enemy is a bit dug in. Let's see if we can't make it to that first line of trenches. It looks like our first infantry unit is getting there. We're approaching it cautiously. One of our T-34s here unfortunately had to be abandoned early on in the battle, but I want to take some trenches, folks. And more importantly, these trenches are not even as important because the 2 victory locations are here and here. So I believe we probably have taken those already, if I'm not mistaken. And I think we're going to have to turn our attack around and essentially just flank the enemy with everything here. We're going to go ahead and carry out a massive attack. This is going to be a bit of a surprise to them. And we've got a bunch of tanks here ready to go. Let's do it. Zhukov's fist comes crashing down this time, my friends. I'm gonna overrun all of these German trenches and waste all of the German guns. Destroy them for future campaigns as well. Definitely headed that way. Alright, we've got some machine guns now actually firing at that group, that clump of German soldiers. But we've got these guys that we never sent in initially in the battle. Remember, we kept these guys back. I think it's time to go ahead and push them forward. Send in the second wave. Let's go for it. We're going to push the second wave in. Got another wave back here. Well, part of the second, we'll call it. And I'm going to push them in as well. At this point, we're just trying to completely close in on the Germans defending. Obviously, they would be terrified at this point. They see all of these Soviet soldiers advancing from multiple directions. You can see our troops all over the field here, although really well camouflaged, I must say, by the gear we're carrying here. I mean, I am surprised at the camouflage here. It's really good. We're getting closer and closer to those trenches. Let's get a look over here at the German trenches really quickly. Oh, already some dead Germans out in front. One with an anti-tank gun. Good to have gotten rid of that. There we go. A blistering hit by one of our T-34s. Oh my goodness, that was perfect that we spotted this trench when we did. A few of these guys might get back up, but they are badly shaken up after that. All the way where damn gun was. It's a bit far out this time. We're gonna try to pull him back in, rein him in a bit. Enemy is asking for a ceasefire, and I am not granting that ceasefire. No way. We'll take an unconditional surrender, please and thank you. No ceasefire during this battle, especially not with how it's going right now. No prisoners, man. We've given these fascists enough mercy. In fact, I'm getting ready for the good old overrun. The men are kind of working on it, but we can speed it up with a full charge. It's assault. Oh yeah. Rattling up those trenches there. I'm amazed that they actually didn't have anybody defending the actual town itself. They pretty much kept that open and decided, hey, we might as well stay in an open field. At least we can see Ivan coming. Unfortunately, they didn't have anything to stop Ivan. The few AT rifles they had were shot down by our troops, getting better and better at countering these Germans. But again, I'm not taking that truce, friends. We're doing well. In fact, oh yeah, right over the trench. Right over the trench. It's a little risky, but I think we just ran over some Germans. All's well that ends well, we did indeed. Oh, poor guy. He's not getting back up. I still see a few officers hiding out in these trenches, as well as just a few dense trench areas over there. I think at this point, if we had spotted all of the main areas, the enemy would have already surrendered or retreated from the battle. They haven't, so I'm suspecting they've got quite a few more units out in this area. This is not going to be a simple mopping up operation. It will cost lives. Also, they still have those damn guns. Zumbayev, target that gun. Commissar Zumbayev is actually taking a look at the situation. He's trying to approach with caution here. There we go, a few more riflemen moving up. They're on the situation. I can already see it being targeted. Oh, sorry about that, folks. And I'm pretty sure it was already hit before, and it was rearmed. Yeah, definitely. So even though it is manned, it is crewed, every single German except for two around that thing is dead. Although there's definitely another trench position there and two more back here. We probably haven't fully seen the manpower of them. There we go, overrunning the trench. Oh yeah, got him. Another German down. That trench is ours. Got one over here to the left, guys. Told you, they're going to be all over the place here. Oh, boy. Yeah, nice. Our guy is in the trench with the German soldier here. This could turn out quite interesting. Oh! He also threw a grenade. Not sure where that landed. But somebody else fired that machine gun. That was not him shooting. Good shot nonetheless. Oh no, we've got... I think those are Stukas. I hope not. Oh, maybe they're Allied planes. Sound like Stukas to me. They definitely sound like Stukas to me. Oh yeah. Those are Stukas, guys. The Germans are trying to get some vengeance here. That's why they didn't accept or didn't want to escape yet. Look at that. Wow. So they're trying to knock down as many of our men as they can, especially with such a huge wave of our men attacking them. I can see why they'd want to destroy us. Look at that. No real anti-aircraft weapons, except for just our basic weapons themselves. So we're going to start moving forward. You can see them trying to kill our T-34s. huge explosions here. Crew did not like that. Wow, man. What a surprise there towards the end, huh? That's pretty amazing. And look at that. They just gave away their position. We're going to go for that trench. Although they may have tracked one of our T-34s. I think she's tracked. She's not moving. We got some more coming in. Keep your heads down, boys. There we go, a total victory. So it ended right there. 58 killed on the enemy side, 104 heavily wounded. Those are great stats no matter how you look at them. And in many cases, not in this battle, not in this game, but in war in general, having a wounded enemy is better than having a dead one. So I am happy with that result. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Try to bring you the best and greatest and latest action from Graviteam Tactics Mius Front, and this one is indeed the large campaign from the new DLC. So, hope you enjoyed that, comrades.